Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Jurassic World Evolution 2, where that was at 69%, nice, of the way done with the Chaos campaign, or the Chaos Theory campaign, right? We are almost midway through the Jurassic World campaign. Next, if we finish this within an hour or so, we'll move on to Isla Nublar immediately, possibly. Or, also, this is part of a DLC. Didn't realize that. Oh well, we'll figure that out. We've got a month, basically, before we have to worry about it. Anyways, we also have challenges we need to do. Well, not we need to do, but I'm going to be doing at some point, primarily because, as you can see, the cosmetics, right? I want to get all the cosmetics. There's 15 challenges, and with those cosmetics, we actually don't technically need to do these challenges, it looks like. Because it's not unlocking anything. So realistically, we only have to do 5 of the challenges in order to unlock all the cosmetics currently. 5 stars and hard or above. So the question is, do we have to do it in, okay, medium or above? So we can do it in the hardest difficulty and get all the challenges right off rip. Maybe, hopefully it doesn't force us to go down the line. Anyways, regardless of all that, let's get back into continuing the, no. Oh, that's right, it wants you to load game. Load game, Chaos Theory. We were right here. Yeah, my game 5-4 was the last time we played. So I've been working on a park off stream. I'm not really going to get into too much detail, but I've been trying to design something that will look pretty good for a dinosaur fight night type thing. There's a couple of changes I've already thinking about making for it. Because I currently have it set up to where it's just going to be in creative mode for right now, but I am going to turn it into like park mode or whatever you want to call it when it's ready to be officially opened after I've unlocked everything I needed to unlock. We need more dinosaurs. And I'm not sure where exactly to put those dinosaurs. I will say I've learned a couple of things. So, Tyrannosaurus Rex, if I'm not mistaken, you need more sand, a little bit more sand, and you'll be fine. And maybe a little bit more forest just for shiggles. Scavengers. That scavengers thing's kind of important because if we have them, we don't have any of them. We could actually get the 2 scavenger dinosaurs and put them in with the T-Rex, and that will give us the 2 other dinosaurs we need, and also increase the viewing ship of this area a little bit. So what we need to do is we need to find our expedition, right? Well, let's look at our fossils first and foremost and sell what we need to sell and rock what we need to rock, which this will give us viable DNA at this point, and I'm more than okay with that. Just pop you in and move on. And now we want to go for a that's research, that's fossils, expedition map. That's what we want. Oh, you're already on an expedition. Never mind. And then we want to speed up time so we can get this done quicker, or at least get ready to get this done quicker. I've figured out how to do the automation process in a effective way, right? When it comes to hatching new dinosaurs. You might have to, like, for these big ones with the herbivores, realistically, you don't need to have, like, there's about more than 5, right? That you could possibly put into a pen. But if you do it right, you could have 2 herbivore pens with a bunch of different, like 5 different dinosaurs that'll automatically release when the number goes down. Again, I'm pretty much only having this set up as it is right now just for testing purposes and stuff like that. This is me talking about the park that I'm working on, the creative park I'm working on for the King of the Dinosaurs or Dinosaur Fight Night. I think I'm calling it King of the Dinosaurs, right? and we'll have like maybe a not weekly, maybe a monthly thing set up to where we'll have like a I'll set it up to where we're like a whole thing, right? Welcome to King of the Dinosaur. Tonight we'll find out who is this month's king, kind of a thing, right? I'll figure out fights and all kinds of stuff. But this is one of my favorite things to do, to make a hotel and then build a park around it. If we finish this quick enough, maybe I'll show off the, instead of doing the next Chaos campaign, maybe I'll just swap to the creative park I'm working on. This is at this point we're just waiting, right? We're literally just waiting. Pop you in, pop you in. We don't have any there, so we can do this instead and go boom, boom, and then boom, and that'll give us viable DNA for the Triceratops as well. You and you, sure, I'll put you on actually, I don't think you're disgruntled. I need to stop pressing escape and just move over to scientists. Do this, put you on rest, and then I could leave when I'm done with that. I need to use that menu more often, because that menu will speed things up just a little bit, instead of having to go all the way, how I have been, going all the way to the security section of the park and working on stuff that way, you know? Also, let's do a expedition. I know I just said not to do this because it's like more clicks, but whatever. Do we have access to compies yet? Because that'll help if we can get the Ceratosaurus. I think might enjoy other stuff. I'm not sure though. This right here, compies. Let's go. Cheaper expeditions and the genetic specialist put you out there. 308,000 for that one. Our database. We almost have all the dinosaurs. Unless this is also in count. No, it's ailments. We still haven't seen all those. Anyways. Guest appeal is low. Why is that? Hold up. Have I not been doing things the right way? Management view. Shelters are good covered. Restrooms are 1% reduced. Travel is fine. Distribution's pretty heavy over here. Food coverage, good. Yeah, are they not established? They might not be established. No, they are. Yeah, they're established properly. I like how this T-Rex is actually staying where I put this hotel. Main reason they're staying there like that, also, I could have definitely, like, I could actually shrink this up a little bit to give more room to the T-Rex over here. But because of the way this is designed, this is, like, perfect main territory for the T-Rex. Alright. Now, they're on expedition still, vehicle under attack, it's probably the T-Rex, whatever. We can't really do anything with the fossils yet. We could do some research. Again, we're kind of just sitting and waiting for expeditions to go through at this point. We could do research, since we really have nothing else to do. We need carnivores. We need mission progression and a 3.0 rating before we get to the Piscivores. What's funny about the Piscivores, the Baronox and the other creature that looks similar to it can hang out together. Which I'm going to have to make a whole separate, like, park, basically, for the fighting dinosaurs. Because we have a normal park for, like, hey, this is... They've not really been fucked with that much. Every dinosaur has a genetic manipulation to make them a bit more tolerable, require a little bit less when it comes to their territory and environmental needs and stuff like that. And they have a longer lifespan. The fighting dinosaurs will have the longer lifespan, but will probably be designed in such a way that, like, Like, I kind of want people who come by to design their own dinosaur. So we'll have days in the future where we have, like, dinosaur design day. And that'll only come out, I think, when I've got all the DLC for this game and all that. I really enjoy this game. It's fun, chill. Got a bunch of money on that trip. Holy shit. And viable compy DNA right off the rip. Holy shit, let's go. I can't think of the other... the other thing. The other scavenger type dinosaur. I can't think of that right now. Like what its name is. We might not have access to it. We should, though. That wouldn't make too much sense, if I'm being honest. Are there mods for this game? Like, I shouldn't ask that question. Of course there are mods for this game. Are there mods that add new dig sites? Is what I should have said. It's a shame you can't see what dinosaurs you're lacking. Bot spam? Nice. Get fucking shit on, bot spammer. Cheaper expeditions and faster treatment, sure. Oh, we need you too. Sure, why not? 3 of you. Just the 3 of us. Yeah, we're just waiting. Disgruntled scientists can sabotage your park. See, I've not experienced any sabotage, like natural occurring sabotage yet. That might be because of the contracts. Not okay. New viable compy. Let's drop you into the synthesization machine. 51% is low, but they're cheap. We can modify the genome a little bit, maybe. I just get rid of the chances of short-lived, I suppose, and then we could auto it, and we won't have to assign scientists at that point, but I'm going to do genetic specialists, and we are going to get the copies out. Out, immediately. We might need to... Oh, we need a little bit more sand and forest. Is what we need. We want this forest here. We'll put you here, and we'll do something like that. And then we'll do this. We'll go here. Where is it? Sand. And then I'll do something like this. There's your sand. And now, we'll do this. We'll do a carnivore feeder, and we'll put a carnivore feeder right over here. So the compies, anytime they eat, they'll be right here. Select eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skittish, 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 and skittish. The skittish I don't really mind about. Whatever. I'll put all you on it, even though it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put the other ones who are disgruntled on leave. Oh, wow, you're just being lazy and going straight to the feeder. Alright. God. That's the coolest. That would be wild, though. You know what I mean? Like, that would be loud as fuck. You're just up here chilling, and all of a sudden... Man, this would be one of the coolest fucking types of... Dangerous as fuck, of course, for a lot of reasons. Like, there's so many idiots that would end up getting themselves fucked up. You know? Because that's something that this game doesn't take into account. Random occurrences for, like, well, a park goer snuck into the Tyrannosaurus pen, and they got themselves ate. Maybe that stuff does happen, but we just don't hear about it because I'm trying to keep a straight face, but I can't do it. We're about to have our 5th dinosaur. Dinosaur DNA. We got trike there, we got gallimimuses, we have ankylosauruses, Tyrannosaurus. I'm trying to think. I guess we could go for another expedition to get something else. Paraceratops. That's something we could... Oh, wait. I almost forgot. I keep doing that. Fossils. We need to do the fossils first. Sell all the bullshit ones. Do I have... I have Triceratops. There we go. This one. And then we could put down a 4. And then we will put the scientists we need to put on. We will put you on. Well, we'll wait to put you all on rest then. All right. Release the hounds. Yeah, you two being disgruntled is fine by me. Alright, well, we need one more dinosaur, and we're going to do that with the Paraceratops. You're not going after... You smelt something new. That's wild. He came over here because he smelt something. Anyways, let's do the map and see if these guys are good. Oh, they are. They are set. They need a bit more sand themselves. That's funny. That's kind of why they work so well together. The sand. I hate sand. Of course. It gets everywhere. Alright. Compies should be completely pleased at this point in time. They do be completely pleased at this point in time. Did I say the... Yeah, okay. Yep. That's the one that we need. We have viable DNA there, so let us pop you down. Just get him out as fast as you can before we lose a dinosaur. Well, as unfortunate as that is, I'm kind of going to play with the sabotage a little bit and just see what happens. Because this is kind of an emergency, so it seems like if they're disgruntled, you can keep using them, but they'll want to sabotage at that point because, like, fuck you, I guess. Say the magic word. Say the magic word. Please! Funny how much I remember from the first Jurassic Park movie. The second one, there's a couple. The third one... You know I can't stop this plane! Your stupid ringtone. Well, the last time... was when... Turn around, the fucking Spinosaurus is right fucking there. Thirsty. Well, we got a bunch of thirsty Paraceratops, or whatever. We have to release them. Ugh. Let's get ready to get the disgruntled scientists on leave because they are not pleased right now. Alright, we need a hatch via airlift. Or release via airlift, I should say, and go boop, 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 boop. We will now have 6.
It's become clear
Oh,
I can't do everything on my
gyro
own.
station, really?
Well, it's been told to me anyway. Rather harshly, I might add. Point is, we need extra hands. So we're adding some fresh blood to the team. Meet Claire Deering.
Hi. Thank you, Cabot. Oh, I'm so excited to be part of the team. I look forward to us all working together to make Jurassic World all that it can and should be for our guests and our dinosaurs. Now, our first task is to increase our guest count. I'm confident we can get this done.
Best part is we can do this with the,
My understanding is that the gyrosphere attraction is ready. This is essential to giving our guests those
Alright,
true
where?
you are there dinosaur moments that will drive new and repeat business. That means, of course, that we'll need to make sure they see plenty of dinosaurs, Claire. More than they can handle.
Yes, sir. We can handle that.
Transportation underway. Delivery complete.
We can't go in the water. But we can, like, go along the path.
Commencing asset transit.
Shift. No. The fact that it's a little weird.
Delivery has been completed.
We got a complete thing there, though, and that's fine by me. Now let's get our path set up. Wide path. We don't want brush. We want default, right? Default replace. We want replace off. Boom. Now, 2. I mean, this is one of those things. This will happen easily enough. Because the gyro station starts going out. There'll be a loop, basically. That's easy to do.
Claire, Mr. Masrani would like to see an uptick in the guest count. That means we need enough accommodation to cater to a larger audience. Those are real profit generators.
Absolutely. We will make sure to focus on it as we move forward.
Small motel. How big is a large? Ooh. Think we can get it to fit there? We would need to do something like this. Nope. Something like that. Temporarily. Getting rid of that. Guests, large hotel. I think this would be perfect. Also, the large hotel might have more viewership. Literally just waiting for the demolition. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. Someone's been diagnosed with something? Avian influenza, suddenly medical. Oh, medical's already on it. I pressed tab. Did that, wait, me pressing tab, did that actually send me to the thing? Interesting. Okay. There we go. Boom.
Until I knew better, I'd always believed
This will be the first time I'm actually making a lagoon.
Only on land.
The dinosaurs, like all living things, originated in the sea. Some never left. We call them marine reptiles, however.
Like the Mosasaurus.
We'll get one ready.
You can do that?
It'll mean construction of a lagoon and hatchery. And it'll be expensive.
That is no longer something I worry about. See that it is done. whatever it takes, and include a viewing gallery with it. I want a seat in the front row for the first show.
I do like how they're like having you go through and reestablish the first Jurassic World park. Also, greetings, a good day, Jarton. How are you doing today? A lagoon. The lagoon section can probably go right over here, actually, in this area. I kind of established a decent section for it unintentionally. I will say there's also a couple things I'm thinking about doing for the... We finish this within the next 30 minutes or so. I'm definitely going to be switching over to the off-stream park that I've been working on a little bit. The creative park. I'm waiting for this research. So now, we can go to the scientists and train them up. We need more medical people, honestly. You... faster treatment, I'm gonna make you have more... No, I'll make you have more training. No, you. You have 2 points, so train both your points into medical. Confirm. And you, I'm probably gonna train... doing the logistics. Genetics. The other people I'll leave be for... yeah, we'll leave them be for now. Until we figure out what we need them for. Now we should be able to do this research. Okay, Holland. Holland, we need to train medical. Oh. Yeah, sure. We'll give you 2 in medical. And now we can do the research. Park rating, income increased by 7%. Because I'm thinking about, I've always messed up placing gyro stations, right?
オキシ硝酸アルミニウムガラスに包まれ、どのような場合もジャイロスコープテクノロジーによって直立状態が保たれます。
Okay. Anyway, this gyro, like, the idea that I've always had with gyro stations is to, like, build it around the entirety of the area. You don't have to do that, obviously. But I've never really been satisfied with how I've placed gyro stations.
There are new animals you can create. Species diversity benefits everyone. The scientists, the guests, and yes, even the dinosaurs.
So... hold up. In that case... and also, just for shiggles... this is interesting. Now we can make the lagoon section without me having to worry about it. Lagoon section right here. Ah, okay, I see how the lagoon works. I kind of like the triangle look, but we might go for something more like this. Yeah, okay. Oh, really? Alright, the lagoon's there. Cool. Monorail track is fucking us up there, so I guess we could try and place this here. We'll need to place down a damn thing, unfortunately, and I'll do it over... here, just in case. And boom, connected. Alright. Connected that there. No teams assigned. Crazy. A lagoon viewing stand. And we need to set up teams. Hold up. We could do a new response thing. Are you assigned by anybody? 1 and 2? We can assign you to this lagoon too. That's far. That's far away. Let's do another one. It sucks. But at the same time, I ain't really that worried about it. Viewing platform. Lagoon viewing stand. Ah. Whoops. A fight between the two ankylosaurus? Fine by me. Oh, I want to get these too. Helicopter, add task. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Add task. You're assigned to the hatchery. Could do a medical thing as well, which... Fix environmental need. You need ground nut. Well... Ground nut need has been met. Then again, no, their territory... Yeah, their territory's good. The research is done on the lagoon viewing stand. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Alright, now we need to go do some expeditions to get those creatures. Mosasaur? It gave us the research, by the way. Maybe it didn't. It unlocked it? It unlocked it. We have a 3-star rating, so we can get the next thing we need. And then we'll basically just playing the waiting game again until we can get the dinosaur that we need. I'm starting to understand how the lagoon works now. I don't think there's really a way for us to involve the lagoon dinosaurs in the King of the Dinosaur fights. Same for the aviary type thing. Oh, that just gave it to us. Might as well get all 3 of them then. And then that'll really allow us to go for the Mosasaurs. Or the Mosasaurus, or however you want to word it. So, we could make a road that goes like this. And then we want to look at the management view and see if we need food and stuff. We'll probably need it over here. Restrooms. Travel's good. Yeah, so we can build stuff over here for this then. Guests. You're going to become disgruntled. I cannot bring myself to care. Okay. We'll get that, and then we'll put down the things we need to put down over here. Also, expedition. Ah, there you are. At least one right there. Hopefully there's another one. Hey! Thank you for remaining a guardian of the kingdom, Redneck. I very much appreciate it. Glad you've been enjoying your stay. Also, greetings, a good day, Redneck. How you doing today? I guess we just wait until we get the scientists done with the research, and then we could pop in the Mosasaurus. Go from there. Hell yeah. It's funny, this took a lot, like, this has been taking a little bit longer than I anticipated it would, and the only reason it is honestly just because of the fact that we have to wait for the research, and we have to wait for the expeditions, and wait for all this other BS, and if we didn't have to wait for any of that, I'd already be done. I wonder what the challenge, like how hard the challenges are going to actually be. Yeah, I'll send you on rest. Keep doing that. 8 minutes, you say, huh? So, cheaper expeditions, logistics expert, and then a positive influence, just so we can reduce the amount of time by 20% on top of that. So 6 minutes and 47 seconds, multiply that, or reduce that by 3, we're looking at like a 2-minute wait time right now. We have to wait for 2 minutes for this formation to be done with if it's at a 3 times speed type thing. Oh boy, hopefully we don't get too... Missing prey. What? Did I not... How did I not do that? How did I not put a damn goat thing down? Storm's pretty loud. How much shit requires repair? All my damn substations got fucked over. That's kind of annoying. I mean, I'll just drive my ass around and repair it myself. I don't care. Don't mind me just driving through. It's funny how that is like one of the only reasons or ways that you could like repair certain stuff if your power goes out. Literally just drive the car yourself. Because all of our power substations got knocked out. This is why we need to have emergency power stations, in case something like this happens. Yeah, that's right, we can kind of do a little bit of a drift if you hit the space bar, right? I wish there was no barrier for driving. Alright. That should be the return of all power needed. Oh, we also have a gate that needs repaired. You're on your way back, so I'm gonna... Where's the mess up? Requires power. Is it that we don't have enough power? That might be it. Then again, this is repairing too, so as soon as it's repaired, maybe that'll give us what we need. Yeah, okay, we're good now. I need to add tasks to you. And we need to go around and make sure we repair all the bullshit. Hell of a long ass drive to get there. Has to go into the... I might need to do more gates for some of them. Almost there. 16 months. That's kind of crazy. Time sure do fly by. Oh. Well, that's kind of wild. We don't have a 2. We have a 4, though. Need to send another group out the Mosasaur. So, we'll literally just do you. I don't really care about the time on this. And then we'll once again send them out to the Mosasaur. How much profit? 300k. Oh, 284 per minute. We got a big dip right here because we're building. Right? And then it goes right back up. Trying to think about how we get more guests again. To get more guests, we need more food. We have the research so we can do large things now. Okay, no. Now I know what to do. Guests, rest, shelter. Shelter first. Put the shelter, like, over here. And then guests, large. Then we need to just keep going down the list for large, and then this. I have an idea for the design here, is why I'm doing it this way, in all honesty. Sure. And then restroom. Now, all right. Configuration. Something like that. Something like that. And then that. Bada bing, bada boom. Configuration complete. See, we have to have seafood around this place. That would make sense. And an aquarium. And then we could do, like, sure, why not? We've got disgruntled staff. Then this one. Something like that. A water feature and a pick and mix, I guess. Yeah, now let's see. 10, okay. 10:35. if I do another... See, because here's the thing. We have 1,000 guests, and these motels can hold up to 1,000 people. I guess we could do another motel just to see what happens. Another large one over here. This one doesn't really have a lot when it comes to dinosaur viewership, but I can't bring myself to care because I want to test stuff out, right? And I guess we could do something like that, just in case. Also, the Mimosasaur, we should have more DNA for that right now to hit. I mean, feels like it sucks. I have to deal with that. Also, let's deal with the disgruntled scientists by sending them on vacay or rest for 2.5 minutes. How much time is a minute in this game? That's what I'm wondering about. Also, before I forget, I want to check up Jurassic World Evolution 2 mods. Nexus. Well, we're literally just waiting for stuff to go through. What do we have for mods? Let's just look at popular right now. Well, actually, let's look at new. People recreating the actual Jurassic World of Isla Nublar. Somebody made a harbor. There's a lot of maps I'm noticing. There are mods that add new species. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Plus. Man, that Operation Genesis, I put a lot of time with on PlayStation 2, hilariously enough. New plants, bamboo plants. There are mods that add new species. Nice. Building constraint removal. Oh, that's kind of wild. That might mess some shit up. More like things to work with the park. And then a 100% unlock save file. Expanded sandbox. Megalodon species, open lagoons, whatever that means. That's pretty awesome that people have, they've added the mods that they've added to this game. Incubate and release. At this point in time, we can, but I don't want to wait, because these Mosasaurs, I think, are going to be expensive as fuck. Let's see how expensive as fuck they're going to be. 51%, 1 mil. Okay, so we'll do one more extraction at the very least. Give us a little bit more to work with. It's a bit of a shame that we're only getting like a handful of things to work with. We'll keep you because we need to drop you for one more expedition on the Mosasaur. And I mean, we could try, say screw it and see if we could get a Mosasaur. we can't do that right now. We gotta wait for them to be done. That makes sense. Well, top of the hour. Nothing else is going to be going on, so I'm going to go to 1 speed. And we'll do this. I'm going to play a couple minutes of ads. I'm going to step away for a few moments when I do. And when I return, we'll continue this playthrough. Be back momentarily. Alright. Still got 60 seconds left. Didn't have to step away for nearly as long as I thought I would, so this will give us 60 seconds of me just being able to bullshit, I suppose, for you, Twitch. While I look through some of these mods here, because new species is pretty awesome. I'm looking at it and seeing if I can like look at all mods. Is that dinosaurs? There's 1,109 mods for dinosaurs. New species, new dinos. What about the last updated? Alright, so there are quite a few mods that have been updated, right? It's nice to see the modding community still work on games like this. We got a small little storm brewing. And we're good to go because the ads have released. So we're almost good there. Let's see about the extractions. No, we wait. We wait. Because I want to get this damn dino ready. And then we can do research and stuff like that later. Our park rating being stuck at 3, the main reason it's stuck there is because we just don't have new dinosaurs. Now let me check and see if that's increased the amount of people that can come to this park. It hasn't. I guess it's just, is it really just path capacity that's fucking us up? Like we have to upgrade the size of the path to get more guests? I'll have to test that out in a moment. Because if it literally is just path capacity, that's kind of dumb to me, personally. At this point, we'll drop one. Needy and a large appetite. We can probably get rid of a little bit of that. Also randomize. See, this is like research required, and this right here, complete Southwest USA. And then again, research required, so we'll do randomize there. Wait, no, modify genome. We can only adjust you. We do not want them to be needy. Now, we need 2 more on the other thing for the scientists then. I guess we have to do the research in order to get more training or more scientists on things. Increase scientist limit by 1 or do the training. Honestly, increasing the scientist limit by 1. Cheaper research, put you, and put you. And then we wait, do that upgrade. While waiting for that, let's do the genetic extraction. Might as well get the most bang for our buck when it comes to this. Alright. We'll have to put you on rest, but that's no big deal. But yeah, setting up the hatcheries to do automated release is definitely something you kind of want to do. Just because it makes it so much easier not to have to be concerned with what dinosaurs you need to pound out and all that. But yeah, until I get like all the DLC and shit like that, go through all that, we're probably not going to be playing this much after, like, if I do the challenges on stream, that'll probably be the last time you see it for a while, but I'll still play this game off stream a bit, work on the park, and then when I have all the DLC and stuff like that, I'll probably finish the game on stream, and then go from there. Now, you, extra scientist. And then empty hatchery, synthesize a dinosaur, pop you down. Wait, do we have the... Okay, you're at 73 now, so hopefully that'll be quite a bit better. Large appetite's not that big of a deal. Do, and do. That is 2 minutes. Well, no, it's less than 2 minutes. It's a minute and 45, I think. Well, you're out of range for the hotel to see you. In that case, we need a lot more for that. Because realistically, all you have to make sure is that there is a possibility for the dinosaur to be viewed, right? If the dinosaur is unable to be viewed, your rating will go down. So you need to make sure it's completely covered with view ship. So you might have to try and design your pens, your enclosures, whatever you want to call them, with that idea in mind. Batch size of 1. Hopefully you don't need more than 1 to be happy. It could fail, by the way. We have to increase the training too. That's hilarious. We can't even release it because we don't have the damn training. Are we serious right now? Research. Infrastructure. Training to level 4. Keep a research. Put you down. You down. Silverloo Yoshida. Silverloo Yoshida. Silverloo Yoshida. Wow. Disgruntled plus 50% time? That sucks. I hope it's just 50% time and not anything else. If it is more money too, that would suck, but whatever. You know, I forgot I put the control center up. Or no, I didn't put the control center up here. This is where the control center is. I forgot about that. Makes sense. It is pretty cool to think about how you can kind of like look at the whole park from up here. Pretty much. I wonder how far some people have gone with some of the maps they've made. We'll have to check those out at some point in the future. Oh, I hate playing the waiting game, I really do. I'm just trying to get the challenges done. I don't care if the park's perfect or not. Just get the challenge done. All I'm trying to do. Lack of space. Yeah, we need bigger roads. I don't know how they can complain about lack of space. But whatever. Make another path behind the first path and see what happens. I just need to expand the roads. Literally, I'm waiting for this research to be done so I can send people on rest and then do the research for the roads. Well, trying to get this sent out first and foremost. So you can pretty much see the dinosaurs from all the way over here at the edge of the map. Hey, there we go. We need to release you now after we train the scientists in order to, you know, you're going to be primarily used, so you have 3 points of training. We're going to make sure you get your genetics up to 3 and your welfare maxed. And then you, since you're our genetics specialists, I'm going to max that out. And then our medical expert. Alright. And then I'll put everybody on rest that needs it for the time being because I want to get this shit over and done with for sure. Oh, shit. Whatever. 10 minutes, knock that down by a multiplier of 3, and it's more like 3 minutes and 20 seconds, give or take a little bit. So we're going to be waiting here for 3 minutes. Well, I don't know if this is going to finish it, but I'd really like it if it did. Fill up, fill up. Let's check the map, see if there's anything else. Map or management view? Management view doesn't show us much else outside of this. This is good, that's good, that's good. I mean, adjusting guest distribution. Guest distribution's a pain in the ass to adjust for. Can I do the research for larger paths at this point, or would that be an infrastructure thing? I guess it would be a guest comfort. Yeah, guest comfort. Get that, and then increase the size of all the paths that we can and see what happens. Because we have a 1036 on the amount of guests that we can hold, and I'm wondering if a good portion of that has to do with the size of the paths. And like, if I increase the size of these paths, even though we technically don't need it, like, no one should be coming over here that's not a staff member. We're probably, yeah, we're definitely going to finish the research before we finish the incubation, which is a hell of a time-consuming process. Now, paths, main thoroughfare, replace is going to be a brush, and we're going to go max. Dropped by 29% this month. Shut up. Profit dropped because I'm spending a lot of money on this kind of shit. So what did that do to our guest potential? 1035. What? Hold on. More hotels and amenities. Strategic spots. Yeah, so, like, figuring out what you need to do for increasing guest size seems to be a little bit of a downside to this game. This is like the most negative part about the game, it feels like. because I'm looking and I'm doing some looking right now to see if there's a way to like easily increase guest capacity. But it truly seems hold on. So hotels don't do it. Hold on. I'm doing uh okay, so how guests seem to work in this game so far from what I'm looking at is it seems to work based off of a process of oh no, what died? Alright, Ankylosaurus did. Uh-oh. We gotta try and finish this quick then. Let's release the Kraken. Alright, I gotta step away for a moment. Gotta watch this. Oh, that's so cool. Tuberculosis, Gallimimus. That's no tadpole complete. Incubate and release the following. 4 Velociraptors. You're fucking insane. If I press tab, no. Map. Where's our medical? Already on it. Velociraptor. Fucking... I mean... We need to go to expeditions to do it. Son of a bitch. The Velociraptors, I think, are over here. Yeah. Cheaper expeditions, and you.
Dr. Wu
Put it
is
on
looking
one.
at increasing the Velociraptor population.
I'll be right back momentarily.
So we're going to be bringing
We'll
in
do a
an
hard save just in case something happens and the park breaks down. Overwrite? Yeah. Okay.
military specialist.
I will be back
He's
momentarily.
a bit of a free spirit, so you'll need to keep him on track.
Name's Grady. Owen Grady. My job here is to look after the well-being of the dinosaurs. I'm an animal behaviorist.
First things first. Let's incubate and release a pack of velociraptors. Owen is here to ensure everything goes to plan.
Alrighty then. Let us continue. Another dino died. The other... Oh, died of old age. Well...
Asset to be collected.
Shit. Okay. I guess we could build a pen over here for the Velocities. Gate. Here. That might not be enough room for the Velocities.
Asset being transported.
We need to go and get our fossils done. Hopefully we can get viable DNA. Right off rip. That'd be nice. Nope. Not right off rip, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Might as well hit another Veloc dig site. Keep our expeditions positive influence, and then drop it off. Drop it off! Another Ankylosaurus dead? No, that's the same one. We don't have the Ankylosaurus that we could hatch yet. Also go to 3 speed so we don't have to worry about all the BS here. Research. For attractions. We don't have the staff busy. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And we got up to 4 stars. Why did we get up to 4 stars? I'll tell you why we got up to 4 stars right here. Missing shark. Oh. You need just a shark. Whoops. Good. It's able to be seen. It didn't seem like it came out of the water there, but whatever. The expedition's almost done there. Don't do that yet. It would pause it. Environment. Get rid of... We probably need forest for the Velociraptors. And if we do, it'll be this type of forest we use. We'll need water as well. Something like that. A storm's brewing. Of course a fucking storm would come in at this point in time. Son of a bitch. Well, we'll be at, viable at that point. trying not to get very aggravated right now, but this is going to be impossible for not to because holy shit. One speed, go to 5, go to 4, pause it. Fuck, man. Oh, that's just slow speed. That's not paused. That's like extra slow speed. Where's the car? Car's right here. Add task. You need to repair this shit immediately. Repair this. It went right through this fucking section. Then repair this and repair that. And then put that on the task slots full. Okay. Add task that. Go to 2 speed now. 3 speed. Alright, they shouldn't be a threat anymore. Open up the shelters. We have lost another dino. That's another Ankylosaurus. Rating's gonna go down because of the storm.
Transit has commenced.
I'm assuming that's another Ankylosaurus. Intolerant. Doesn't really matter to me. Make it go real fast. Okay, we got our batch of 4. Aggressive and intolerant, intolerant and aggressive. We release airlift over here. And then we go from there. The lack of space is because there's so many guests, I guess. Wild. The T-Rex died of, old age, I think.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Yep. That's really going to affect our park rate in there.
Asset in transit. Collecting asset.
At this point, we can just keep doing expeditions and stuff, I guess. Get another Tyrannosaurus Rex potentially out there.
Transporting asset.
Damn shame.
Assets in the air. Asset transported.
What do you need?
Finally, an idea I can get behind. I mean, literally, huh?
Just
You
pray.
can now research heavy fences. That's good, right? Unless Unless they need him to hold back something even bigger and badder.
Asset delivery confirmed. Confirming asset delivery.
Research heavy fence. Do you want me to build heavy fence after that? Oh, we don't have the scientists yet. We'll get there soon enough. Also, let's resupply. The velociraptors are fighting? Yeah, the aggressive ones and all that. No big deal. I'm trying to think about what it would be that would require us to... like, what the end is going to be for this section. And I'm pretty sure it's an Indoraptor type thing. It sucks that you cannot, like, see the creature that well. There we go, we can actually look underwater. Looks pretty cool. Just likes large marine animals. With that mod that allows for open lagoons, I bet it would allow you to have, like, a lagoon that could also have a dinosaur enclosure inside of it. Let's do the heavy fence research at this point and get that done with. Not the Indoraptor, the Indominus Rex, my bad. The Indoraptor's in the second Jurassic World movie. Was it second or was it third? I don't know. I don't remember. I love how the research bar down here, how fast it's going up. Love that. Yeah, 18% this month. I know. We don't have a T-Rex anymore.
Nature has done a wonderful
you
job with the alpha
motherfucker.
predators. But I thought, what if it could do more? And then I thought, we can. I can make a hybrid dinosaur. I'm calling this the Indominus Rex, the ultimate predator. Now, I want as much research as possible before I create it, because I'm expecting to show nature a thing or two.
Can't do that one yet. We need one more for that. Ugh. Very aggravated about that. We can pop you down at the very... I'm just going to get as much research as possible is what I'm working on doing. We'll have to put some people down on expedition type stuff. That helps a lot. Guess we can do that as well. And then do that. There we go. This may actually be one of those that takes 3 parts, hilariously enough. Because we've got expeditions and research and a bunch of shit we gotta do still. I was working on getting the Tyrannosaurus genome up as well. Velociraptor, Tyrannosaurus, Gigantosaurus, and Carnotaurus. Probably didn't say that right. The Ankylosaurus is dead. Yeah. Gosh, dang it. Gosh dang it. Can we... So we could put these two in there, and it should be fine. Right? So the lagoons can be a mass amount, I believe. I hope. We're going to find out on this one, I think. Who needs to go on rest? You do, and you do. You know what? I'll put you on rest as well, just because. Control room. Fossils. Just pop these and get them all out of the way, in all honesty. The trikes are dying out. Also, really quickly, enclosures. Hatchery. In water. Fuck off with that. In water. Now we gotta wait till the Gallimimus says fuck off. Yeah, I'll fix this in a minute. Alright, there we go. Jeez. Also, this path needs to go here, this, and then there. And then we need to do this. Do we have anything for... No, we don't. We need more additional bays. Deeper research and you. Then we need... Well, we don't need it, but I want it. Expedition Center improved yield. There's got to be something for a medical focus as well, right? And that is all of our researchers, or scientists, I should say, doing research. when they're done with that, we'll do more expedition type stuff, more extraction from the bones that we get. Maybe. Hold on a second. Trying to let some of this research get done so I can do one more thing of research. For the time being, however, we need to do this, and then we need to do this, then we need to wait. Additional base. And advanced equipment. Now, with that said and done, synthesize the dinosaur. Triceratops, Paracephalosaurus, Ankylosaurus, and I think maybe a Kentosaurus would be fine, right? Doesn't look like we can get that here. Pachycephalosaurus, I think, will be fine in that pen as well. So, control room expeditions. Can't do anything with power yet. All that's good there. Might as well pop this one. Can we do anything with this or no? Nope, not enough. That's fine by me, though. Alright, we're gonna get there. Just a time-consuming process. This is an educational process, though. It definitely teaches you a bit, and especially when you want to look stuff up as you do it, and you find out that in order to get more guests, you basically just have to have a high attraction rating, right? If you look at the view right here, appeal. Increasing the appeal is what you want to do, right? To get more people to show up. Our appeal max is 9,000. Yeah, appeal is associated with potential guests. So we're only getting half the guests that we could have. Because our appeal is not high enough. Huh. Interesting. I'm letting all these finish, and then I'm going to do the research in order to be able to bear witness to the velociraptors. That'll give us our appeal up. More guests means more money. Same for this area over here, because even though there, dinosaur visibility. Right? They get seen every once in a while. This is another issue too. This is only visible a little bit of the time. So we need to put another thing over here to help with the visibility. Okay, yeah, the compies you can't really see that well, but they're visible. More visibility over here and over here would help as well, I believe. Almost ready to do this next bit of research. Attractions. You. I need to get more of their, I need to get them leveled up. And I need to get that increased for the research, for sure. Oh, only that. Can I train any of my people really fast? Keep doing that. I'll get used to this method. Hmm. We can't research or train them because they're currently busy. The next research we can do is the research that'll allow us to get to level 5, and that'll allow us to go even further beyond. I was hoping that there was a way to, like, zoom in from that point. I gotta remember where I put my shit over here. Extraction for this, so do this, do this. Boom. So now, we should be able to do something like that. Aha, okay, so we could go boom, and then boom. And that, look at that. Awesome possum. Let's just put 2 on it to make it go a little bit faster. T-Rex genome's good. We need the Gigantosaurus and the Carnosaurus, and we're good to go. We've got about an hour left before I decide to swap to Oblivion for a bit, I think. I think tomorrow I might also do either that next Monday. I think next Monday I'm going to make sure that I do a sponsorship thing. If I can. What would that be? What will next Monday be? Next Monday will be the 26th, and then the 2nd. Okay. I kind of like that idea. Next Monday we'll do a Stream Elements sponsorship campaign thing. Expeditions. The Carnosaur, I know you're over here. Or Ceratosaurus, I mean. Wait, no. So you two down here. Alright. Also, fossils. Might need to put some people on rest after this. That's fine by me. Attractions. It's funny because the way I might look up some designs for parks. Well, it's unreachable by guests till about 3, 2. There you go. Because this is a little bit of a problem, right? What I should have branching, like what I need to do is I have to have a main path and then stuff that branches off from the main path, right? So the park that I currently have might not be the park that I end up keeping. I'm going to look at its design and see if I like it or not. And I'll decide whether or not I'm going to scrap it or not. All right. Anybody I can put on rest? I should have checked here. Yeah, put you on rest. Everybody else can go on rest when they get done with this. Means we're only going to have one scientist available. I should have waited. We've put everybody on rest, but whatever. It's fine. No big deal. Now we just need to do the Gigantosaurus and we're good to go. I will say what's hilarious is I'm thinking about it and I do hope... Oh, I also should get ready to make a pen for the big guy itself. Heavy fence. I mean, I could put it in with the Velociraptors. That wouldn't be that big of an issue. I might need more room. Also genetic modifications as well to make it to where it's more tolerant. Rest. 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 Yeah, we're probably going to need a bit more room. I can make extension as need be. I will also say whoop, and then this, and then replace on, and then we'll go over here and replace over here. This will decrease our rating if they get classified as being a threat. Yep, dinosaur threat rating is going to go down. Making sure we don't go too far too fast. This upgrade, cause they do have instantaneous options that I have set on for the sandbox mode. This feels way too close right here. Luckily, we don't need power for this. Alright. Now, last of the scientists that I need to put on rest. Fossil extraction. Alright. This should give us the research we need. Might need to rest, or might need to have let the other scientists rest. No, we don't. We have the exact amount we need. Let's go. Ba, 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 ba. This will probably be where it wraps up for us. As long as we don't have to get our rating up to a certain point. If we do, I'd be very aggravated. Dinosaur visibility is good. I'll have to build the rest of the fence over here a little bit if I need to expand it at all. I could use the bend tool, but I just don't care to. We can now get ourselves an Anonymous Rex. Oh god. Everything's dying of old age.
There was a time when some people perceived our work as madness. They said it was impossible. And yet, they now live in a world with dinosaurs.
Sickly.
Hybrids are the next stage of that evolutionary chain. The Indominus Rex will blaze the trail for all that follow.
Alright, that's fine, whatever. Hey, let's just get 3 down. Might as well. Get all this research done and then make it to where they're not intolerant. Because if they're intolerant, then I think they're pissed off about the V-Raptors. Right?
Heading to pick up the asset. En route to pick up the asset.
Synthesize. We don't have automation in this section. Let's get ourselves... Can't. Just focus on getting the research done. And then get the damn...
Asset transportation in progress.
Is it over here? No.
Asset
I'd want to
transportation
use
underway.
this bay then for guarantee. Well, we have guaranteed. It doesn't matter. This is closer though. Synthesize a dinosaur. Synthesize the Indominus Rex after we modify the genome. You're gonna be red, and you're gonna have a blank pattern. You are gonna be a okay person. That's humble. Say, please be humble. 75% chance. We need upgrades. We're at that point we really do need upgrades, so we need to do research that'll allow us to do said upgrades. Which would be an infrastructure thing, I believe. We need 22. Okay. extra scientist just to get the... We really don't have that. Okay. I guess we gotta go for the... I don't know. Shit. Do we have any scientists available to train? And what do we need to upgrade? Thought so. Alright. Now! Shit, I keep pressing escape. Now we can do the research. Just every single scientist working on that so they can all get upgraded again. It's gonna increase costs if I need to upgrade them, but I'm not going to yet. But I don't, like, after they're not being busy, we could probably drop what we need to drop. And then hopefully that should be the end of this Chaos campaign. Because I don't think there's any other dinosaurs besides that big one. It'll probably be like, oh, make sure it's happy for a certain amount of time. All that bullshit. You're content. You have the exact area that you need. Almost. So that'll probably give them a 3 area, which is like a 3.5, I think, is what the... normally, what the Indominus Rex needs. Also, 3. Why were we paused? Never be paused. Hello? I must have pressed the wrong button. Yeah, okay. I guess it was just delayed on my part. Oh, please have this done before the next fucking hurricane or whatever comes in and rips everything apart. I would be so aggravated. I hate storms, I honestly do. Almost done with the research, so then we could pop and drop the Indominus Rex. If we need to. If we need to. Well, I guess we can train them and get them upgraded like we need to. I'm looking to see you. Boom. Modifications are done. Assign. Boom, boom, and boom. 1.7 mil. It's gonna take us 40 seconds. Because it was 2 minutes, and 2 minutes broken down is 120 seconds. 120 seconds divided by 2, or divided by 3 is 40 seconds. Infected food source? Son of a bitch. You're aggressive. I don't know if aggressive will actually affect whether or not they are okay with the velociraptors, right? Yeah, see, that's the dislikes everything due to aggressive trait. I think we have 2 aggressive velociraptors, which kind of sucks. $1 million down the drain. I don't really care too much about that, though. Don't be aggressive. If you are, I'm gonna patch you anyways. Okay. Well. Okay, I guess we also need to train the medical people. Well, you're maxed out. Take it. And you know what? It sucks that we have to send them to rest, but I'd rather do that. Just get it over and done with, and then incubate this damn dinosaur. It's funny. We've lost a bunch of dinosaurs, but our rating's still at like 3 stars. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nope. No. 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 Yes. 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 Select. Boom. 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 2.5 mil. Okay, that's expensive. And then I mean, a 2 would be fine. You're fine. Well, that was about 8 minutes. Divided by 3. Turns it into 2:20. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. We gotta wait until we can drop this bitch. Worst case scenario, I'll drop another one. Yeah, 26% reduced profit. Whatever. Still making a profit. I really do hope this is the end of the campaign challenge or whatever. That'd be a decent time to wrap up with Jurassic World and switch over to Oblivion. Another goddamn dead dinosaur right there. How dare? How dare a dinosaur die? Oh no, there's another Triceratops from what I can tell. Just from this distance alone. Alright. I'm looking at the little preview that I have set up, and I think might need to make some adjustments, but whatever, not a big deal. We are so close to being done with the Indominus Rex. Well, if the cameras are supposed to move, that would make sense. But there are a couple of blind spots in the camera system. Hilariously enough. Alright, via airlift. Hopefully you're not gonna fuck everything up.
Asset
But if you
required
are,
selection.
you'll be happy. You'll get our rating up, I guess.
Look at it.
Challenge complete.
Magnificent. I've taken the best traits from a number of species and optimized them. Now they live and breathe as the Indominus Rex.
Look at you.
One can only imagine how this animal would have fared all those millions of years ago. Prehistoric genetics combined with modern scientific engineering, as only we can. As only I can.
Yeah, you and your god complex,
It's
Dr. Wu.
perfection.
1,500 guests. Comfort
Hey,
rating
why
90.
don't we work together on this
We need
one?
6 other species.
We want to get our guest count up. Is that cool?
Alright, well.
Great. Now that I've done my part by telling you, you can get to doing yours. Partner, huh? Do you know the true meaning of success? I don't, but increasing our park rating is probably a decent first step. People think science created the dinosaurs. Wrong. What created them was money. A whole boatload of it. And now those dinosaurs should be generating cash money for us. That's called ROI, return on investment. It's time to maximize profits and make bank. Get that balance as high as it'll go. Call it greed if you want. I call it nature.
Where is the expedition center? Right there. Do we not have, do we need research or something for more expeditions? Hold on, let's take a look at expeditions. Let's click on one. Not just expedition limit reached, I guess. We have a storm that just came in. You've got to be fucking kidding me, man. Really? Right there? Oh, also I forgot to open the shelters. Great. Wonderful. Lovely. Aggravating. So aggravating, man. Like, I thought we would be fine. We'd be able to finish this up. This is a two-parter. This is gonna be a three-parter, actually. This is a hell of a long Chaos campaign thing. Let's get our resupply going on. We need... I don't know what we need. We need to transport your ass over, however, back to over here.
Asset has been collected. Asset transportation complete.
All right. Where's the other one? All right, that's 4, 5. Medical. Undiagnosed ailment, missing forest. So your area, you need more area, more forest, and another thing of prey. So in that case... That's your more forest. And here's your another thing of prey. Awesome. You need a bit more forest, so we need to switch that out for like big heavy duty forest then. A tiny bit more area needed. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them this area, right? Let this build. I'm going to delete this fence, save it, and then that is where we're going to wrap up with Chaos Campaign number 4 for the time being. I also need to assign them to the rest of the repairs, whatever need be. And there we go. Now, that should give them exactly what they need. What? Whoa, 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 what the fuck? How the hell did the Velociraptor get out? Needs more water, I think. Shit. Shelters. Open. Where is it?
Asset to be collected.
Also medical. Where's our medical thing? Alright, automatically to deal with the issue. Now, open up the damn park again. And let's save it. At this point, we have a lot to do. We have some recovery to do. I'm going to wrap up with Jurassic World Evolution. When I return, we'll switch over to Oblivion. This is for you, Twitch. However, for you, YouTube, that is going to be it for me, for you. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links should be down in the description below through all my links. Exclamation point links like those for like this for those of you that are watching on Twitch. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT for Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. Until next time, take care and have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.